right, so for my restoration project, I decided to kind of do a deeper dive into the way that records have been kept and stowed and why that relates to the restoration. So for my project, I decided to do a paper, kind of a research paper, and I titled it Metal Plates and the Preservation of Sacred Records in the Ancient World. And so early on in the church, when Joseph Smith was translating the plates and going through the process of writing the Book of Mormon, there were a lot of naysayers and a lot of people that were essentially unbelieving that documents would have been kept on metal. It just hadn't been discovered for a long time after Joseph Smith essentially restored the church. So in my research paper, I go into where plates or essentially metal was used as to write and keep records, which included Mesopotamia, Israel, Greece, and so over time we're finding more and more of these examples. So essentially they were used to preserve religious documents, societal documents, history of wars, histories of families, etc. So I really enjoyed this topic, and for me it's important. It connects to the Restoration Proclamation, mainly because the proclamation essentially says that the Book of Mormon was written anciently, that it was preserved for centuries and it was brought forth later. So that is a core belief that we have as members of the church, that the Book of Mormon was stored and kept for these latter days. And so when you kind of think about how a record could be kept physically for that long, it had to be in a sure way.